Okay, it's Ask Tina. Morgan. I need glasses. All right, so this Ask Tina is from Barbara. I have been in and out of court for 7 years with my ex-husband over the custody of our son. Every time I think it is settled, he files a new case, dragging me back into court. It's hard to trust him and not feel content towards him. It feels like a punch in the gut every time. How do I move forward? Okay, so Barbara, there's a couple of places in this ask that I want to highlight, all right? Every time I think it's settled, every time. That's the first one, every time. It's hard to trust him and not feel contempt towards him. It feels like a punch in the gut every time. And I've been going through this for 7 years. So clearly, there is a very established pattern and energetic here. And you are going to have to work to break that pattern and energetic, because otherwise it's just the same thing happening over and over again, and you can't change a dynamic with the same energy that created it. So one of the things that you will need to do is to come up with a strategy, a way in which you are going to respond next time that is different. And I know you might be thinking, but why me? Why do I have to change? Why do I have to do something differently? Because clearly he is fine with this dynamic. And if you want out of the dynamic, then you are going to have to do the work to opt out inside of yourself. So one of the things that seems to be clear to me, and you will have to judge this for yourself, is that this man, at least now in your life, cannot be trusted. So just understand that. You don't have to judge him for that. You just have to be clear about his habits and the dynamics as they have been playing out for the last 7 years. So if there is some part of you that is drawn to, okay, maybe this time, okay, so if I do it this way, maybe, stop making those barters with yourself. Instead, accept that this relationship is where it is, and it is time now for you to accept that this is who he is, and you are capable of finding new ways to relate with who he is. So instead of getting upset when, once again he changes the agreement or he creates some sort of, brouhaha that pulls you in, actually let there be a part of yourself that is watching that saying, oh no, I'm not going to go down that road today. And then engage in the ways that you need to engage, but make sure that there's something different inside of you, different inside of how you're looking at him, different inside of, check inside of yourself and see if you are hoping that he's going to change and be different and do things differently. And if you are, let that go. Let it go. Accept that this is where you are, but more importantly, accept that you can be beyond this. And more important than that, there is power inside of you that can navigate this in new ways. And you want to ask. Ask yourself, how can I show up differently? How can I respond differently? How can I feel differently? You make room for the difference inside of you, and that difference will begin to present itself in how you engage with him. Thank you so much for asking, Tina. Bye-bye, Barbara.